October 6th, 2012, at CES MMA Real Pain, WWE superstar Dave Bautista would compete in what would be his one and only MMA bout against fighter Vince Lucero, a pudgy, almost unassuming journeyman who would eventually amass a somewhat dismal record of 22 wins and 26 losses. At the time, I think many fans expected that the muscular Bautista would dominate the unimpressive-looking Lucero. Much to everyone's surprise, we would instead see Lucero get the better of Bautista on the feet, connecting with big punches that made the former WWE champion look like a fish out of water in the stand-up department. The very modest-looking Vince Lucero proved himself to be much more scrappy and durable than anyone had anticipated, which we can clearly see in this footage. After some time, however, Bautista was able to secure a takedown and finish Lucero off with some heavy-handed ground and pound, which ended the fight at 4 minutes 5 seconds of the very first round. Curiously enough, fans would criticize Bautista's performance quite heavily. Sports news website BleacherReport.com would immediately write an unfavorable article titled, "Former WWE star Dave Bautista embarrasses himself." But was all this criticism really fair? Let's take a closer look. This was Dave's first pro fight. He was in his 40s, and he had already endured the extreme wear and tear that goes along with being a professional wrestler. Just because Lucero didn't have the most impressive record doesn't mean that he wasn't dangerous. The man could clearly scrap, and he even had a victory over Ultimate Fighter Season 3 finalist Josh Haynes. As for ridicule over Lucero's physique, anyone who's seen Roy Nelson or Butterbean compete should understand that an overweight fighter can still be very dangerous. Lots of MMA competitors have some jitters during their first fights. Former UFC light heavyweight champion Glover Teixeira would lose his first MMA contest to Eric Schwartz, a guy who, to this day, only has 2 professional fights on his record. Did Glover immediately retire or have to endure an avalanche of criticism? No, he would go on to experience tremendous success. And Bautista didn't even lose. He weathered a storm, secured a takedown, and then landed some nasty ground and pound, defeating a very experienced opponent. In my opinion, I didn't think it was a bad start at all, and the negativity that would follow simply wasn't deserved. In the end, Bautista made the right choice not returning to fighting, as he would go on to achieve immeasurable stardom as a Hollywood actor. But this mixed martial arts fan will always remember his first and only MMA bout way back in 2012. Thanks for watching, and be sure to let me know what you think in the comments section below.